This is only like 5 minutes of walking. You see how much frost shooting by? Does the cold bother you? Нет? Normal? Normal? Do you like eating horse? Вкусно? Да? Нет? Нет. Нет. Привет.
Привет.
Хорошо. Как тебя зовут?
Balina.
Balina. Okay, let's go out into the cold. Hey guys. Well, I can't see where I'm walking. Okay, I wanted to make a quick video to talk about what life is like here in the coldest inhabited place on the planet. So right now, we're in the villages near Oymyakon, where it's minus 72 or so right now, minus 70. And we're gonna go for a walk down to the shop real quick. This is latched up because there are wolves here. And I learned that the hard way my first night. My first night here, we were out for a walk at night, and well, I don't know where I'm going. I mean, we were out for a walk at night, and I decided to just stop against the fence to pee, and Shubham started walking away. And so when I caught back up with him, he said, I was like, "Why'd you run away?" And he said, "Because you didn't see it, but there was a wolf on the other side of the fence that was looking at you the entire time." And so these fences are to kind of stop the wolves from getting into the property, but they're all over the place. Okay, let's go for a walk. So, like I've said before, life here is pretty extreme. I want you guys to actually be able to hear me. Anyway, so right now we're going to the shop. It's called the magazine. There's no such thing really as supermarkets. So the closest thing that people get here is it's basically one person that buys a handful of things in the city and then brings it back. And so you can just buy like jars of pickles, stuff like this, fresh fruits, like vegetables and this kind of stuff. Very difficult to find. And actually, even at this magazine, they don't sell alcohol or any of this kind of stuff because they don't want you to get drunk and walk around in these conditions. It's just not part of the culture here. And so, because if you get drunk, then your body, like your mind, thinks that it's actually not that bad. And also, your blood flows easier. And so it doesn't keep the warmth. And so you usually die of hypothermia if you get drunk and walk around out here. So, luckily the market is actually kind of close. We're in a small village about 7 kilometers from Oymyakon. But, okay, I'm gonna focus on where I'm going. I can't even see. Закрыто?
Да.
Okay, it's closed. Okay, I guess the market is closed. This is only like 5 minutes of walking. You see how much frost? It's completely normal here. It's shooting by. Everybody's frosted up.
Hello.
Hello, привет.
Привет.
I want to take just a sec to show you guys how powerful, how strong the air is. It's so thick and just like you can blow so much. Here you go. Amazing. This is the village library, and as you can tell, Shubham.
Вот, смотри, так холодно, что даже вода.
Oh wow! Yeah, even the water is frozen.
Ice. Даже вода, вот тут холодно.
It's like the frozen strain in there.
До того холодно, что эти. Поэтому на батарейку вот вставляй. Вот.
The audio cuts first, but I was basically making fun of Shubham for putting his feet on the water heater. And at this point, I start noticing that my face is turning purple on the camera and the computer is glitching. So I get just a moment to say, I guess I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, I think I let the camera warm up just a little bit enough. But the librarian lady was showing, this is very fascinating. This is something that I really wanted to talk about coming to Oymyakon, is that there was a airplane lease basically during the war. So she's trying to translate that to everything. Basically, so this war book, she's saying in the war, Krasny Army, that basically the United States and the USSR, they worked together so that we traded airplanes. We did the same thing with the UK. And so that she's saying there is a book about it. Basically, these planes would go from... And yet again, the audio glitches out. But basically, I'm talking about how the United States and Russia had a Lend-Lease program. So planes would get sent over to Oymyakon or Tomtor before getting sent over to the United States mainland. And I was saying that, yeah, this is very interesting. Thank you. And I was talking about how the United States had a similar thing with the UK, but for ships. At this point, I start noticing the camera is glitching yet again. My face is turning purple and the screen is glitching out like crazy. So I get a chance just to say, I guess I'll see you in a bit. And then it freezes. So I put the camera on top of the water heater for a little bit, about 20 minutes, just to try and heat up like the computer, the core part of the computer, of the camera. So it does start working again in just a second here. So the book has like profiles of the people that lived here at that time. And as you can see, like I was talking about with the planes, that the planes would basically go through here and then stop in Alaska. It's a Lend-Lease. And then, like I said, yeah, photos of the people that lived here. And so what's interesting about this book is it gives basically a catalog of all the people that worked here. Their life, their work. And so for every single person, it's got their picture, description, all the people with, the hairstyles of the time. Very interesting. I have to mention that looking around here in the library, we also have hiding back here a portrait of Vladimir Lenin up against the wall. Lenin, да?
Lenin.
Very interesting mark of the time. Спасибо большое. Cool.
Там объявлено. Abrandolar. Abrandolar.
All right, we're just walking, and it's a small town. We run into none other than Andrei, our best friend.
Опять меня, давай. Ну давай.
Давай.
Хорошо, счастливо.
До свидания, Андрей.
Давай.
This is the thing I love about these small towns. It's great. You know the same person, you run into them all the same time. One of the really cool things about this place is that snow just cakes onto everything, and it just kind of like sits there. It doesn't like stick. So you can do cool things like this. Cool, isn't it? All right, we're back from our walk. All right, we got back just in time. Oh. It was a very nice little walk, and we got back just in time for dinner. So I was going to show you around the house because I want to show you guys how people around here live. It's quite fascinating. Doma. So we do have some donuts, fried breads. This is very normal in Central Asian culture. It's in like Kyrgyz as well, and of course pickles. Очень вкусно. Very, very tasty. Okay, I think it has enough power again. Not dead. Anyway, so this room is how you basically heat the entire house. So this heater, they stoke the flames. And so right now it's 60 Celsius. So that's well, that's actually pretty warm. That's about the warmest we usually keep it. It gets down to about 40 in the night, because throughout the night then you have to stoke it and stoke it and stoke it. You do notice that there is a toilet and a shower, but obviously the pipes would freeze here, so you can only use it in the summertime. So basically the wood then heats this up, and then there's pipes that go all around the house, and that's what heats up the radiators, or they're also called batteries in some parts around here. And so then every room then has these heaters. There's one over there, there's one right here, and of course every time you come inside you have to heat up all of your hat and everything because it got wet from all the frost. So then some other things about the house. So you notice that the entire flooring, they don't really use carpet so much. And that's because this entire entryway, every time you come in, of course, your boots and everything. So the door, a solid wood door, and then there's another outer door. As you can see, there is frost that builds up. And so then in the middle of the night, if it's really cold, like the other day, how it got down to -70, they'll put a blanket over the door to try and stop some of that cold draft, because it's not so much like cold air that's pushing in, it's because there's ice and the door is cold, and so then the coldness comes off of it. And so then every night then to latch the door, it's a big latch. There's two over here. Other than that, pretty normal. And then as for water and everything, they have to keep jugs of water, of course, because then it would freeze. Some other people, maybe if you live farther out in the villages, or if you live right next to the river, they'll just cut up huge blocks of ice and then they'll put it outside the house. So when they want water, then they basically just boil that water to get the impurities out, and then they can drink it, essentially. Давай. Yeah, this one. I am giving a tour of how people live here.
Я провожу экскурсию о том, как здесь живут люди.
Ага.
Dia? Okay, so then family room in here. They do have Wi-Fi, surprisingly. There's no cell signal out here, and it's actually it's a huge luxury that they do have Wi-Fi, because you can be connected to the outer world. These villages, they kind of say that WhatsApp is the social media. Like, there's no Facebook and this kind of stuff, but people will use WhatsApp to organize everything. Everything from your taxi to finding out if school is happening. It's all done pretty much through WhatsApp. Doma, the time, normal, конечно. Everywhere. Kids still like Minecraft. Minecraft? Да? Cool, хорошо. Давай. I'm going to ask you some questions. Хорошо?
Посо.
Do you like living here?
Да.
Да.
Ну, немножко.
Холодно, жарко. Does the cold bother you? Нет? Normal? Normal?
Почти.
A little bit. What is the best part about living here? Говори.
Всё. Что вы такое? Не знаю говорить.
I don't know what to say. Do you like the school, or do you have lots of friends here?
У меня много друзей, я люблю школу.
Хорошо. I understand what she's saying in Russian. So she's basically saying at the school she has lots of friends. How many friends do you have?
Сколько друзей у вас есть?
Сколько друг? 5.
Ой. Один.
Один?
Меня бесит Нарьян.
Хорошо. It's her best friend. Do you like spending time inside or outside? Inside. Хорошо. Do you like eating horse?
Вам нравится есть лошадь?
Вкусно? Да? Нет?
Нет.
Нет.
Я люблю курицу.
Have you eaten horse intestine?
Нет.
Нет? Нет.
Только папой.
Only dad. Only dad eats it. Do you wish that your town had a cinema?
No.
No? YouTube? You can find everything on YouTube. That's right. Click the like button down below. Like, smash the like button. Leave a comment.
Лайк, подписка, коммент. Репост.
This concludes our interview. Thank you.
На этом наше интервью заканчивается.
Spasiba. Okay, we're just sitting down for dinner. A nice Yakutian dinner to wrap up the day. Today, our meal is rice and horse. Okay, that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. До свидания. From the cold villages. До свидания. Пока-пока.
До свидания.
Это как до свидания? Это
Пока.
якутский.
Якутский.
Пока. Пока.
Пока.
Пока это русский, да? Как якутский.
Брахайда.
So maybe пока-пока is best. I don't know. Okay. Alright, see you guys later.
Косёк кадири.
Okay. Хорошо.
Косёк кадири.
Кусок кадери.
Косёк кадири.
Косок кадери.
Кусок кадери. Извините. Okay, до свидания.